What would your custom Nen ability be? Have you ever thought about it? I get asked this all the time, so let's talk about it. All right, so first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to both Seven and OG Ghosty, who both asked me what my custom Nen ability would be only a couple of days apart. So thank you guys for the support. And I obviously have thought about this. I mean, I think anybody that has read manga or watched an anime has just considered like, ooh, what would my power be if I was in this verse? So of course, right? But that being said, I haven't put like too much deliberate thought into cooking up something entirely unique. So I always want to leave that door open for myself. So don't, box me in here based on what I say, because I think I will probably think about this some more and then maybe cook some stuff up on the Discord. Which, that being said, if you are the person that likes to do this and you haven't already joined the Discord, please do, because we do officially have a custom Nen section now, and I would only like to expand that and have it grow and have tournaments and stuff if that is something people are interested in. And Ghosty here even shared what his would be. He thinks he would be a transmuter that would convert his aura into water, and I love this. And Ghosty, I'm not sure if you're in the Discord or not, but if you're not, you should join and create a whole post, because I'd love to read more, and I'm sure others would as well. All right, but for me, let's start with what my Nen Affinity would be. And if you didn't see it, a week or 2 weeks ago, I put out a video where I took one of those online tests that tells you your Nen Affinity, and I got emitter as my result. And that just really didn't compute with me. I don't really agree with that assessment, especially with the way they described it. So I would place myself probably as a conjurer, but maybe a transmuter, and like a third possibility of maybe being a manipulator, which sounds weird because like I don't think I'm manipulative, but just based on the way that manipulators and conjurers seem to be like the most logical and rational, like I think those are the like boxes I would fit most likely into. But I could also see transmuter. So we're going to go with transmuter and conjurer for my ideas here. And we'll start with transmuter because that's really easy. If I was a transmuter in the Hunter x Hunter verse, then watch out, because I'm either going to be an airbender or Roy Mustang. You know what I mean? Like I'll be transmitting my aura into air, assuming I can use that to propel myself and fly around. If so, we're on, right? But if not, then I'm going the fire route, because I mean, come on. But then if I was a conjurer, I'm going to take this in a slightly different direction. We're not going to be combat focused here, because let's be real, I'm not combat focused in real life. So I think what would be cool if I conjured something that like allowed me to do some crazy sci-fi level stuff. And yeah, I know AR and VR glasses are starting to exist in real life, and that's kind of what I'm like starting with, but we're going to take it to the next like sci-fi level, because first of all, it would be amazing to be able to just like look at something like a book and just like infinitely get that data processed to you, right? Or just get like, just a bunch of information at a glance, but taken to like, the next exponential level than what's actually possible in real life right now. But another facet would be just like the coolest video game experience ever, right? Like I'm talking full-fledged Sword Art Online level immersion. I hope I live long enough to actually experience that in real life. But if I've got Nen, I'm conjuring the nerve gear for myself right now to experience. And a third facet of this that I think would be really cool, assuming any of this would be possible, would be to conjure like some special gear that I could give to like my friends, and then we could all like wear it when we go to sleep and like meet up and have adventures in our dreams that we're all just like curating with our imagination. So I want to conjure that, whatever that would be. So that's where I'm at for now. But again, I reserve the right to keep marinating on this, and maybe we'll cook up some other fun ideas as well. But importantly here, I want to hear y'all's ideas for what your custom Nen abilities would be. And the best place to share those will be over in the Discord. So if you haven't joined, come on over. We got a dedicated channel for this stuff, and I would love to hear y'all's ideas. But if you're not a Discord person, I get it, and drop them down in the comments instead, because I'd love to read it there as well. And then before I let y'all go today, I also got this comment from Matt, which isn't about his own custom Nen ability, but it's about his vision for what a fully realized Gon's ability might actually look like. And I thought this was incredibly interesting. So y'all pause to read the entire thing here, because it is pretty long, but he basically describes what this future version of Gon's rock, paper, and scissors might look like, because the version we saw against Pito was Gon in his like prime form, but importantly, his brain didn't like evolve to also have all of the experience that's going to come along with that, right? So if we ever actually see Gon reach that stage naturally, he's going to be even stronger because he's going to have all of the experience that helped him get there, right? And Matt describes what his three abilities might look different like. And notably here, again, read the whole thing, but he's saying that the paper could be sort of similar to Hisoka's bungee gum in its fully evolved state. And I think that would be really cool if he was like manipulating things with it in that way. But then, of course, you know I'm going to like what you said about scissors here, which basically it becomes Sukuna's cleave and dismantle at its truly evolved state. And that would be incredible. I mean, we already saw just how powerful that version of Gon was. So to think about him being at that level of strength, but also having the knowledge to properly wield it would be so incredible to see. So I love this. And then finally, to address what you say in this last paragraph here about this version of Gon being able to beat pre-Rose Meruem, I 100% agree. And I've actually put out a video talking about Prime Gon versus Meruem before, and I know there aren't like hard power scaling feats to point to, but as you guys know by now, that's not really my jam anyway. And I think narratively, that was what Togashi was saying and implying with everything that happened between Pito and Gon, right? The reason Pito was so terrified of Gon was because he felt that he might have the ability to reach the king, right? His fangs might reach the king, and Pito was glad that they died instead of the king, like was the implication there. Like, I'm glad I was the one to die. So, you know, I'm not saying that Gon easily stomps Meruem because of that or anything, but obviously he has the potential to, in my opinion. Anyways, that's all for this one, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're having a fantastic start to your 2025.